Are we live right now? I think we live right now. I think we live right now. Hold on now. Hold on now. Yeah, see this. Hey, tell y'all right now. Get your hand placement. Hold on, get the placement. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Well, it's actually Apple. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's the that seems like at this point I got like a drink of the stream every episode. So this ain't sponsored. Hey, Jack Daniels with a sponsor boy. Go ahead, sponsor boy. But yo, what is up, YouTube? Boy, great picture here. DGP back again with another episode of Patriot Keys, and we are back here post game review, man. A part of me wanted to do a video for this, but then I kind of looked at my schedule, what it will be like tonight and then tomorrow, and then I probably want to have a video up to Wednesday. So I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and knock it out while it's still fresh in my head. It's fresh in everybody else's heads. Appreciate everybody who's coming through either right now or post. Be sure to leave a like, share it with your friends, tell a friend. And we back, man. We back. So let's go ahead, dive straight into it. Patriots versus Chargers, man. 45-0, man. This was the highest shutout win that the Patriots has had since 2009, which remember that Titans-Patriot game when we won 59-0. And, you know, this game was just domination from the beginning of it, man. Excuse me. Once it got to about the third quarter, actually, the start of the third quarter, I knew we was going to win the game, knew it was over, but I was just kind of interested in seeing how we were going to play out and everything, man. Today, man, Gunnar Olszewski, shout out to him, and he definitely played up. He is the MVP for today's game. Had a punt return touchdown, had a lot of other good returns too that help us. Almost had the record for most punt returns yardage by a Patriot. I think he was like 14 or short, if I'm not mistaken. And I also got to give a special shout out, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm going to say his name correctly. That's why I am looking it up right now. Cameron Accord, I believe that's how you say it. Cameron Accord or Cameron Atrid. I don't know exactly how to say it. I don't see the spelling terminology, but that's our special teams coach right here, man. I'm gonna give him some credit, man, because we had a block field goal, almost had a block punt, and a punt return for a touchdown, and then the special teams was just chef's kiss. The kickoffs, everything. Our special teams was lights out today, man. Chargers special team wasn't good. They also missed the field goal early on too. But yeah, man, shout out to him. Shout out to Karen, man, out there doing his thing. And I got to give him his credit, man. You know, we don't give these kind of guys a lot of credit. Remember, Joe Judge, who was our special teams coach this past year, for a few years, he's now the Giants head coach, and he's doing pretty well over there. So shout out to him, man. So figure, let me go ahead and give some of these guys the love, man. So shout out to Cam, man. He definitely stepped up. Speaking of Cam, let's talk about Cam Newton and everything that happened today. So last week we won the game. Cam made a play with his legs, had under 100 passing yards, and the same thing today, man. Under 100 passing yards today. And I don't know how to feel about this because he only had 69 passing yards. 12 for 19, 69 passing yards, and one touchdown. That's not that good. I mean, again, granted, a win's a win. I'm not trying to, be nitpicky, but I'm not feeling that under 100 passing yard performance back-to-back weeks. That's a T-Bowl game right there. Like, if we lose last week or if we lose, this week, we're talking about Cam Newton getting benched. We're talking about him getting benched, holding him accountable. Now, I always say a win's a win. You got to get it how you can. It doesn't matter. But these are some of the things, as Patriot fans, you guys know when we had Tom Brady and we're winning a lot. And I keep saying, I'm not really feeling the game. People can call me being pessimistic or being hedging or whatever, but I always say I'm looking towards the bigger picture. I'm always trying to say, okay, we're not doing good in this area. This is probably going to come bite us back in the future, and that's what it typically does. With this whole Cam Newton situation, man, I know we don't have many receivers. It's kind of hard to pass the football, man, but 12 for 19, 69 yards. I mean, again, he didn't turn the ball over. The passing wasn't needed, but if we want to be able to make the playoffs, which we're about, I think, 2 games behind in the standings. The only good news is that the Ravens, if they lose, they'll be the tie with us. We'll have the tiebreak over them. And also the Raiders are in the mix. So we've beaten both of those teams. So that's the only positive right now. But again, under 100 passing yards for Cam Newton. I'm not feeling it. What's up, Cobra, man? Let's be honest. Pats have we do have a realistic shot of winning out. And that's why I'm kind of picky with this Cam Newton situation, because I had the video where I said he's going to get benched because my expectation was that, we'll probably lose against the Cardinals. That'll probably most likely put us out of playoff contention. And we can probably lose either the Chargers or one of our next couple of games, and we'll pretty much be out of the playoffs, and Stidham will come in and help us out. But with Cam only having he's had 120 passing yards in totality through two games. Through 8 quarters, only 120 plus some odd passing. That's not going to cut it, man. That's not going to cut it, man. I'm not liking it. But, man, shout out to Damian Harris, man. 16 carries, 80 yards. He didn't have no touchdowns. Cam Newton had both of the touchdowns. He went 14 carries, 48 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not too bad. Hey, we got a Sony Michel signing too, especially, him and Damian Harris was kind of working back and forth. James White's role has decreased a lot because, again, he's not the running back. He's more of a receiving back. And if we can't really pass the football, he's not really in the game. And so we saw Sony and we saw Damian Harris split some carries. Sony, he had that 1 carry of 10 yards when he first got in the game and then kind of slowed down after that. But Damian Harris, man, it's like when he runs the football, it's different, bro. He shoots out the backfield. He's a cannon. So shout out to them in the run game, man. In terms of the passing game, man, hey, we saw Jarrett Stidham, and Jarrett Stidham was in the game today, man. It was in garbage time. We was already up by 38, but hey, he came in, threw a touchdown, man, didn't turn the ball over, which I think is the first time in all his appearances that he did not turn the football over, which he's done in the past 2-3 times, which is, kind of why I say I'm not that big of a fan of Stidham. But, Stidham came in the game, man, threw a nice pass to Gunnar Olszewski, a little fake bubble screen up the seam. It was a busted coverage or whatever, but he hit Gunnar in stride, and Gunnar did the rest, man, outran everybody for a nice 38-yard touchdown. So shout out to Jarrett Stidham, man, get on the board. But outside of Stidham, you had Sony Michel, who had a catch for 23 yards, which was from Stidham too as well. You had Damian Byrd, Jacoby Myers, N'Keal Harry, like Damian Harris. Like, look at this. Damian Byrd, 16 yards receiving. Jacoby Myers, 15 yards receiving. N'Keal Harry, 15 yards. Damian Harris, 15 yards. Like, this is not going to get the job done, Cam. This will not win us games. And again, it's not all on Cam Newton. It's not all on Cam Newton. We obviously need some help, but man, like 3 catches for 1 yard for James White, and we had a bunch of other screen passes that he just threw in the dirt, which, I don't have a problem with that because especially if it's not there, why take a 5-yard loss? We can just go ahead and just take the down, just take the loss on down. I don't trust the Dolphins with $3 bills. Hey, man, the Dolphins is playing well, man. That Dolphins team that we saw week 1, that's a different Dolphins team than what they are doing right now. Whether it be Tua or whether it be Fitzpatrick, man, the one thing about this Dolphins team, they're going to fight, man. As we saw at the end of last season, this Dolphins team is not going to give up. Brian Flores got these boys, got these guys just ready to run through a brick wall. So whatever we saw week 1 with the Dolphins, we could not expect the same type of Dolphins team because it's not going to be the same team. It's not going to be the same team. They got some more chemistry, and they're playing a lot better right now, man. They're playing a lot better than what I thought they were going to do after the week 1 performance. But, yeah, but defensively, man, Adam Butler, man, doing his thing. As always, I mean, I expected at this point. Adam Butler, man, shout out to him. He did his thing, had a couple of passes, man. Chase Winovich got the interception, man, diving interception, bad pick by Justin Herbert, and we had him looking spooked, man. Keenan Allen, bro, 5 catches on 10 targets for only 48 yards. And, Stephon Gilmore, again, you saw what he did to DeAndre Hopkins last week. This week with Keenan Allen, did the same thing. Locked him up, bro. Put him on the milk card, man. We trying to see what he's doing. And then J.C. Jackson, Mr. Interception again, gets another one. And I try to tell people, man, Stephon Gilmore, he's going to do the dirty work. He's going to basically shut down the opposing receiver that he's facing. And then now it's going to force you to have to throw it to J.C. Jackson constantly. And eventually you're going to get picked off. And that's exactly what happened with Justin Herbert and J.C. Jackson, man. Lawrence Guy got after it a couple of times too. Deatrick Wise got a sack for him. So, I mean, I'm loving it again. I said before the season, we're not going to have a sexy win outside that Raiders game, but this game is the best game that you will see the Patriots play the entire season. And I'm saying it right now because I cannot see us playing any better in all 3 phases. Maybe better on offense, like the Seahawks game, but in terms of the defense, in terms of the special teams especially, we're never going to play that well again. It's impossible. It's just impossible. So yeah, man, that's that. Right now we stand at 6-6, man, at 500, man. You really look at the standings though. We're only 1 game behind. Well, not the standings, but when the whole Brady Belichick thing, the Bucks is 7-5. We are 6-6. So they're only 1 game behind the Buccaneers, man. So we'll see. We'll see if the Bucks lose next week and Bill wins. Hey, might have to have another dialogue video, man, for round 2. I'm just saying we might have to have another dialogue video, man. They doing their thing. Where was his team at all year? I literally tweeted that out. I said, where was his team all year? Now, granted, Chargers, I don't know what's going on with them. They are having some issues. I think Anthony Lynn, which whether it be his fault or not, he's going to end up getting fired at the end of the season just because it just seems like the Chargers have all this talent. They're the AFC version of the Cowboys. All this talent, but can't produce anything. So I think Anthony Lynn's going to be out of there. And again, I don't know. Maybe they lost the fight in it. Maybe they don't, trying to not really fight for his job and everything. But this team right here that we saw today, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, man, they had terrible special teams coach, man. But hey, that's why you get good, position coaches and all that stuff, man. Our special teams coach was looking chef's kiss right there. Yeah, we played well, and that's pretty much all I really have to say, man. When we look at things moving forward, which I will take a look at right now, it's possible that we can win all our games. So we're facing the Rams this Thursday. We have Thursday Night Football against the Rams. We'll see how that's going. The Rams roll them in. Aaron Donald. Oh, Jesus Christ. Please, Lord, protect them. Talk about Cam Newton because Aaron Donald won't need it. So we got the Rams on Thursday. Then we got the Dolphins on Sunday, 10 days after that. So Belichick gets a 10-day break from the Miami Dolphins, which probably is going to be a good thing for us. Then we face the close game, or at least tied it up with the overtime, however you want to call it. We fumbled it at the end, so it's going to be a close game with that. Then we got the New York Jets Week 17, which if you saw today's game, you saw they played against us. They're obviously trying to tank. Like, the stuff that they're doing is clear and obvious. They're trying to get Trevor Lawrence. So this is really possible that you can see this team going 10-6, which, again, if they do go 10-6, 9-7, I did say that I can see this team going 10-6, 9-7. Like, that was kind of my prediction for the team once we got Cam Newton. So we'll see, man. We'll see. It's very possible that we can win out and go 10-6. Best game in over a year. Celebrate. Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Definitely probably was the best game that the Patriots had in over a year. Got to think back to last year. Maybe the Giants game. The Steelers game too. The Steelers game that we had week 1. The Dolphins game that we had week 2. And this game probably is our top 3 games over the past few years. But this game probably takes it. It depends on how the offense is when you look at the things, because under 100 pass yards, I just don't like that. Jets have to be losing on purpose, man. Who doesn't have a Hail Mary D? Yeah, man. They sell them, man. Remember when they played us? I think we were down either by 3 or tie game. It was something. It was something in the fourth quarter. Joe Flacco playing out of his mind. In the first play, he come out and just throw it into double coverage for no reason. Like what? So the Jets are obviously tanking, man. Like, they can say what they want. They can say that they trying to make it look pretty. All they're doing is making it look pretty. All the Jets right now trying to do is cover the spread. They're just trying to beat the spread. That's all the Jets are trying to do. They're just trying to beat the spread. But yeah, man, this team right here, I'm liking how we're building so far. I'm not liking how slow it's taking for us to get this chemistry, for us to get it going. But again, this team right here is going to be it. Again, we got to get better with the passing game. There's only so much more we can do. But can I get at least 100 yards, Cam? Just at least 100 yards. Got to do a better job with that. And hey, man, my man Gunnar Olszewski, man, he might see himself to get some more playing time, man. Again, shout out to Justin Bethel, Chad Davis. I can't forget about those. Chad Davis was the one that had to block field goal at the end of the second quarter going into halftime with Devin McCourty. Got scooped it up, took it to the house, and also Justin Bethel too, helping pin a punt down in the second half too. So, man, our special teams shooter, man, shout out to them. They get the credit for this game, man. My boy Cameron Akert, I'm giving him the credit for this game, especially. And again, Bill Belichick, man, and Josh McDaniels, they had a great game plan going. Again, this is just a complete game. Outside the offense not being the best, especially in the passing game, everything else, man, was fine. Everything else was fine, which I ain't mad at. Good piece to build on, good online running backs, good young defense. Yeah, man. We got good running backs, even though Sonny Michel most likely won't be back next year. We'll still see what the Stephon Gilmore situation is. Remember, he has 1 year left on his contract, and we were in trade talks with him last offseason. Trade talks this season. Seems like the writing's on the wall that we're not going to pay him once his contract's up. So Belichick's probably going to try to get a second-round pick or a first-round pick for Stephon Gilmore, because if not, he'll just have to wait 2 years later to get a compensatory pick, a third-round pick for him. So we'll see. When's the last time the opponent had 0 points? I know the biggest shutout we had since 2009. The last time we held somebody to 0 points to a shutout, it's rough because the Steelers game, it was like 38-3, I believe, for the Steelers game. That's another thing too. Like, holding a team to a shutout is so hard, especially like once you get up by a lot in that fourth quarter. Like, you're not trying to play as aggressive, you're trying to do conservative. So yeah, Texans, no Bills. Oh yeah. That was like 3-4 years ago. I was just thinking of last year because I remember we was talking about the past year and a half. I was just thinking last year. But yeah, it's probably that Texans game. Steelers always choke sooner or later. Yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see how the Steelers do, man. We'll see how the Steelers do. Not saying that they're the strongest team, but hey, man, they constantly keep winning games. This kind of gives me the 15-1 Panthers vibes, man. You know, that year I wasn't that big of a believer, but they constantly just kept winning and winning. After about 9 or 10 wins, I just said, well, shoot. At this point, they just keep winning. I got to start believing them. So, yeah, Bill shut us out. I think. When? Not this year. This year was like 27-24. But yeah, man, I'm not even going to hold y'all up too much, man. I'm not going to hold y'all up too much. We saw some Moncrief action. I'm just going through, just looking to see if I missed anything. Seems like I didn't. Seems like I pretty much covered everything, the most important stuff. Just besides that, we just got to get better in terms of passing offense, which don't know what it means. Oh, I got something. I forgot. I might make a video about this, or I'm just going to keep it in this one. Or I might just take this portion of the video and then just upload it again. But anyways, so Julian Edelman, he is now, according to Adam Schefter, they said he's a few weeks out. Granted, we only have 4 more weeks left in the season. They didn't want to put him on IR. They didn't want to say he's out for the season. They're saying he's a few weeks to come back. At this point, do I even want Julian Edelman back this year? Not saying he's bad, not saying I don't want him, but just, for the sake of, look, we got this far with Damian Bird, Jacoby Myers. We got this far with these guys. Just let them keep playing. Let them try to get more experience, get more reps and everything. The only reason why he'll come back, I think they left it open-ended because, we have a chance to be able to go to the playoffs. And I think they was like, if we go to the playoffs, you're going to be needed. So you need some reps to get back into game action and everything. But he's not going to be the same, man. He hasn't been the same for the past 2-3 years, man. Them injuries, them hits has taken a toll on him, man. So I just hope if Edelman does come back, man, he's at least 60% of what he was earlier this year, man. He's at least 60% of what he was last year, because earlier this year, man, he was not looking good, man. Just as long as he can hold on to the football, man. As long as he can hold on to the football. We need an Njoku type tight end. We just need a tight end in general, bro. We need a tight end in general. Yeah, man, I think Edelman is done too. But yeah, we need a tight end in general, man. Didn't have one last year. Didn't really address it this year. Offense, man, tight ends and wide receivers we need. Offensive line, we probably gonna need to restock on that too, because again, Joe Thuney, I believe, is a free agent after this year because we franchise tagged him. So who knows if we sign him? But yeah, man, we got to get some help on the offensive end. That's probably why he's gonna try to trade Gilmore, because he's like, well, I got all these corners. I need some help on the offensive end. So that's probably what it is going to be. Again, man, appreciate the few people that came here rock with me, man. Appreciate y'all. Everybody that's watching this after the stream. Appreciate y'all as well. But I'm just going to keep it short and, keep it pushing, man. So please go ahead. Tell a friend about this channel. Follow my Twitch. That's all I'm going to say. Catch you next time, y'all. Peace. Oh, yeah. Also, check the podcast link down below if you want to follow me. Check the podcast link. Appreciate that. Bye.